our second episode of Flexing on Blending Podcast.
Yes.
I am your host, Alexa, and I'm with...
I am the beautiful, lovely, wonderful Swan.
Yes, of course. She's gorgeous.
So is my co-host.
Thanks. Thank you. Today we're talking about beauty, actually.
Yeah.
The standards of beauty.
Oh, yeah, so that fits.
That's why we don't have no makeup on today. As you guys can see,
Yeah.
we're not glammed up like last week.
Mm-mm.
If you're watching, if you're listening, hey, you can
Yeah.
go on YouTube
We
and listen. But yeah, I think today's episode is gonna be very interesting because I feel like this day and age we have a lot of people who have their own definition of standards of standard of beauty.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that would be we gotta go a little deep on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we can go very deep on that.
Yeah.
I guess to kick it off, we'll just start about, like, we're talking about makeup. And then we want to talk about the history of makeup, specifically foundation.
And she's a makeup artist, so
Yeah.
she knows her stuff.
And so with, she does makeup too.
Whatever.
But with the history of makeup, with makeup starting out, the objective was to look as white as you possibly could with your foundation. And so when I say white, I mean like white, like my shirt white. You know, and then like in the early 1900s, then it started to look more flesh tone.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say flesh tone, it wasn't, our flesh tone.
Right.
It was just for white women, flesh tone. And so we didn't start really getting anything until probably the mid 1900s when they started actually making products that were for darker skin tones.
Yeah.
But like growing up, there was my shade was the darkest shade that you could get in foundation.
Even like recently, I remember when I started getting into makeup, there wasn't every brand didn't have a range like a range of for black women, and I always struggle finding my shade too.
Yeah.
Even to this day, some of the drugstore products they don't have a large selection. So
yeah,
I remember when the Fenty Beauty came out with their foundation,
the
that was a
40
big
shades.
thing.
Oh,
like
gosh,
everybody was excited about it because
the deepest the deepest skin tones get no love.
We all felt included in that, and I think that was her purpose, right? And that's one of the reasons why her brand really took off.
Yeah, it was very inclusive of everybody.
Everybody, exactly.
Yeah. And
so people always like to focus on that, like your color, how you look like, the outer beauty instead of like the inner beauty.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think what matters, of course, is the inner beauty, like how you treat people, how you present yourself. All these things is what really matter. Like I can walk around like this with no makeup on, and still feel like, and I know I'm a good person, so I don't feel uncomfortable being on camera. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I used to though.
Really?
I used to be very I just didn't have a good
Yeah, I used to be like that too, but it had nothing to do with makeup though.
No, same.
Yeah, because I felt like that from when I was a little girl. I was actually talking to my husband about this earlier. I didn't feel attractive.
Me too.
I didn't understand, like when you go in and the girls see you and they're jealous of you or whatever. But for me, I didn't understand why they were jealous.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't think I was attractive. And the guys, when younger guys, like when they pick at you and tease you and that kind of stuff, it means that they like you, which I hate that, by the way, because I think that teaches, and then when teachers and adults say that, no, he's just touching you and hitting you because he likes you. I think you condition young women to think that it's okay for guys to, so I don't like that. But anyway, I didn't understand it. I'm thinking they're just being mean to me because they don't like me or because I'm ugly, not because I don't think that I'm pretty. And then the girls are getting jealous. I'm thinking they just jealous. They don't like me because I'm not attractive or whatever. But it was because I didn't feel that way.
I actually felt the same way too. Growing up back home when I used to go to school around a lot of white Hispanics. So there were only a few black people there, and don't get me wrong, I didn't have a bad experience because they were very sweet to me and everything. To this day they're my friends. When I go back home,
that's good.
Yeah, but when I moved here to the States, it was different. I had a low self-esteem. I never had a guy in school tell me I was cute.
Right.
Never had a dude come to me say, I want to, you want to be my girlfriend. None of that.
Really?
Never, girl. So I'm like, okay, well, I must not be cute. But then my best friend at the time, she used to get all the guys. Like she used to get all the dudes, and I'll just be next to her on my phone, like, okay, well, I guess I'm not that cute.
Girl,
and so that basically, that, you know, I had low self-esteem for a long time until I got like in my early 20s. But you couldn't tell me nothing.
We can't tell her nothing now.
To this day, you can't tell me nothing.
To this day! To this day!
But listen, it's something that as you get older, I think you really like, you start tapping into yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, you start to get to know yourself and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So that's how you kind of like elevate and you become more confident as a woman. So, like, even with social media. Mm-hmm. You know, even with the whole social media
changed the game. And
absolutely.
Like, we didn't have that growing up. There wasn't no Instagram and Twitter. We didn't have that kind of crap growing up. Yeah. We barely had the damn internet.
Girl.
Like, the internet came when I was in, God, I might have been in junior high. I'm really aging myself. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How old are you, friend?
And the first one. And the first thing, like, it was AOL, American Online. You probably know what that is.
I do. Don't play.
Oh, okay. But
play.
AOL was the one. It was American. It was dial-up. Yeah, that's way
I don't know what that is.
Dial-up was, because now, you know, you just plug it into the jack and all that. But no, dial-up was like you had to find a phone number. Like, you had a whole list, and so they would literally call.
Girl, that's too much.
To they would call to get on the internet.
That's how you know we literally have 14 age.
And then if somebody was on the internet, you couldn't be, if y'all didn't have two separate phone lines, you couldn't, somebody had to either get off the internet or you had to get off the phone for somebody. You know, it was a lot.
It was something similar like that, and I remember when I was back home, like with the telephones and stuff. Because I don't think back home we even had, they did have internet, but we didn't have it at home. Yeah. So, you know, it was just like until later on that we were able to have Wi-Fi and everything.
But we didn't have any of that stuff. Yeah. We didn't have any of that, and then we didn't have cell phones. Yeah. So it wasn't no taking pictures and selfies and all that.
Life is different now.
Man, if you wanted to take a picture, you had to get one of them disposable cameras. Yeah, take the picture. Hope like hell. Hope like hell, pray like hell, them pictures of fire, because you ain't gonna get them for like another few days, and just hope and pray that that they are like on point. And then you get them, and then they're not even digital; they're like printed out. You can't, but that was it. But we didn't have that kind of stuff, so I think that I couldn't imagine growing up in this era now back then, because oh my god,
I honestly do think that social media has. Okay, so this is my thing. I do feel like there is a pro and a con.
Oh yeah.
The pro is that now, you know, with social media, more people, like more dark-skinned women are being more celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Like now, even like before then, you will never see, you know, a white woman or somebody like one of those big brands working with like, dark-skinned women. Nope. So now that is being more normalized thanks to social media. So I think we kind of like have to thank social media for that. But at the same time, on the flip side, it's just like there's a lot of people who suffer from self-confidence, you know, because of social media. Like if you don't get enough likes, if you don't get a certain amount of followers or whatever the case may be, you start feeling like you're not popping, like you're not, you know, your best self. And that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. And I used to be there. I used to feel that way sometimes. Like I would be like, damn, why nobody liking my picture? This is a dope picture. This serves love. Like this serves likes. But you know, it's not about that, y'all. Like once you like learn the real definition of beauty, and you really like,
oh definitely,
you don't really worry about those things. Not at all.
And there's this thing that with selfies and stuff, there's so many things that you can do now, right, to enhance, you know, your pictures and stuff. And that we had talked about that earlier when we were talking about where people don't look like themselves. I know a lot of people, and me being a makeup artist, a lot of people will say, I want to look like XYZ celebrity. And I'm like, well, XYZ celebrity doesn't look like XYZ celebrity. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of them have, first of all, the photos a lot of times are touched up and photoshopped and all of that. And then, too, they have a lot of word, you know, they get Botox
first of all,
and you can do anything with photo editing software.
That's like me saying I don't look like you. First of all, I don't look like you, so even if you do my makeup, there's no way I'm gonna look like you. Even if you do the same look, I'm not gonna look like you because we have different, you know, like different face.
You can't tell that to some women. You can't tell some women that. You can't. But yeah, that's the thing that would like irk me with women, and so that's one of the things that when I do makeup on my clients, I always do enhanced beauty. Right. You know, I always want to do something where it's enhanced, because the thing is, you go to somebody and they do this this blown out, fabulous, dramatic makeup work or makeup application on you, and then you take it off and you look like a totally different person. You can't tell me that won't do something to your self-esteem.
Of course.
So when people take the makeup that I apply on them off, I want them to still look like themselves.
Yes.
You know? And I'm like, this is what you look like. It's just, I just enhance
it.
Your best features.
That's exactly how I feel. Like, even when I do my own makeup myself, you know, I don't try to do the most.
Yeah.
Most of the time, y'all, I don't even wear eyeshadow. Like, I like to keep it real simple. I do use my foundation, all that, my lashes and my lip gloss, and I'm out the house. Like, I don't really. I used to care about those things, and that's how I'm growing. Girl,
I remember I worked at MAC Cosmetics a long time ago, and there were people that worked there, and they would not leave without makeup on. They wouldn't go nowhere without makeup on.
Oh my God!
Like nowhere. Like, I'm going to the grocery store, the convenience store, the corner store. I need to put on some makeup.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I couldn't. I rarely wear makeup. The only time I wear makeup is when I have an
like, this is how I look Monday through Fridays. I be looking busted, crusty.
Not crusty. I can't with you. Busted and crusty.
On the weekends, honey, you know what I'm saying?
You can't tell her nothing.
You can't tell me anything.
You can't tell her
But I still feel good. And another thing I want to touch on, this is very interesting, especially for my generation. When you meet a guy, right? When you go on a date with a guy, of course you do your makeup, you look really cute, you want to look, of course, your best. And then you guys FaceTime on a different date, and you don't have no makeup on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, guys may feel like, oh, damn, she don't look like the girl I went on a date with. She look, a little crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
So, this is what I do, y'all. I do this on purpose all the time. I literally, like, I don't mind when a guy FaceTime me. If I'm talking to you, getting to know you, I don't mind if you FaceTime me. Yeah. Because I want you to know that I'm comfortable with, like, talking to you with no makeup on.
Right.
That's it. Because I'm not going to look cute every day. So even if I become your girlfriend, this is it.
My dad would always say, don't start what you can't keep up.
Period.
So if he meets you with a full face of makeup and he's attracted, then if you're not going to keep that full face of makeup on every time y'all wake up and all that stuff, then
Don't get me wrong. It's okay for you to do your light makeup.
Yeah, if you like makeup or whatever. I'm not saying I don't like your makeup, but I'm saying, but don't.
Just try to look like when you want to
embrace your natural beauty.
Yeah, definitely.
Embrace your natural beauty.
Yeah, even like when I'm wearing my natural locks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with like going to meet somebody with my locks, like at the beginning I was a little bit like, I don't feel attractive because I feel like I had a, like, I don't like to call it an ugly face, but ugly face where I wasn't feeling attractive myself, so like I would be a little feeling weird, but now
y'all go through that though.
Yeah, I think it's normal. I think it's normal to sometimes feel like, I don't feel my best. It's okay because we all go through that still. I'm not saying that I'm always feeling beautiful because that's not the case, but just kind of like
I go through that too. Like if I try something different, like I remember the very first time I tried blonde braids. I was like, oh hell no, girl, I paid all that money and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take this shit out because
that's how I feel when I had it too.
Yeah, I was like, but after time, my husband is telling me, it looks good, I love it, it brings out your face, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
I was like,
now you can tell her nothing.
Like you lying. Now you
can tell her nothing because she love her braids, okay?
Got to. So,
but seriously, you have to like just be yourself.
Let's talk about, you brought up guys. I want to talk about something I heard. I want to get your opinion on this. I was on social media, of course. I'm still, Facebook. I'm coming on over to Instagram because I know they say Facebook is for the old people, the old generation, and Instagram for the young. But I guess I'm young at heart because I be on
Facebook.
Instagram
Is good for the memes, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with Facebook. But anyway, and I was on there, and a guy had said, basically, I don't remember who he is. It don't really matter. But it was some dude on there, and I guess he calls himself being for the culture. It's a black dude.
Okay.
And he had made a comment that when black women wear blonde hair, that means they want to be white. Yeah.
First of all, whoever that was.
Girl, child. Child.
Okay, this is my thing. Black men sometimes love to come for black women. Like, why do you guys love to come for black women? If somebody want to wear a blonde wig, let shorty wear a blonde wig. That's not me.
That's queen energy. First of all, dudes that go back and forth with women on social media, for one, that's queen energy. That's some sis energy for me. That's corny. Arguing with women, men, like real men arguing with women, that shit is mad corny. It's corny. Like, what grown man going back and forth?
What's the problem with a woman wearing a black woman wearing a blonde wig? I think that's just her changing her style. Like, you know, we're very diverse.
And we can, but blonde.
They want to wear braids. So.
But my thing is that blonde hair is not just synonymous with white women.
Exactly.
Black people can also grow and have blonde hair naturally. So it's not that. I mean, that debunks his whole little thing. I can tell you, ain't nothing about me has ever wanted to be anything but a black woman.
Period.
You know, I am very proud of my culture, and I also wear red hair. So I mean,
you can switch it up. You can wear red. You can even wear.
So I guess who do I want to be? I guess who do I want to be when I wear red? I want purple hair. So who does that? I mean, who do I want to be when I wear purple?
Oh, child.
You know, like blue. Like what? I mean,
that was
like boy, bye. Get out of here.
Yeah, that was. I honestly think he probably just wanted attention. Like he probably just wanted some likes and like the laughing things on Facebook.
No, he's serious. Like this is like his thing. He like he claims that he's uplifting black women.
That's not uplifting at all.
Exactly. That's what people would always say. But then he would be defensive, and then his defense of that is that, you know, what I said basically is kind of
that's fine. You can say all you want. Guess what? Black women are still gonna be rocking,
and I'm still gonna rock my blonde braids. And that's boo.
It. You know, I just think, like I said, there are a lot of black men. I'm not saying all of them, but there are a lot of black men who always want to talk down on black women,
and they hate themselves.
Why?
They hate themselves. I think that's what it is. They hate themselves, and that's something that irritates me too.
Like your mom is a black woman. So.
Boom. Like you came from a black woman. If it were not for a black woman, you would not be here.
Exactly.
So, you know, but I think that is what it is, and this is the thing with black men. Not that
shit,
girl. You know, girl. I'm trying not to talk much. I don't want to, you know, I love my brothers. Don't get me wrong.
Me too. I love my black men, but
but sometimes y'all, you know, we need to let y'all know what it is and what it ain't. And so what it is, something that it is black men. The white woman, when we're talking about like beauty, the white woman was the standard of beauty in this country. Like every woman in the country, that's what we were supposed to aspire to want to look like. We're always supposed to want to look like the white woman. You know, that's the picture of beauty. Like if you go, like when you look at
in beauty pageants.
Yeah, beauty pageants, and also when they do like the prettiest face or the prettiest woman and all that stuff, it is always a white woman. You know? And so that's what I think that's what it is with black men, subconsciously and sometimes consciously, that's what they want. And so my thing is, when you're hating on black women, I'm thinking that you secretly want to be with the white woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be, you know, if you like want to interracially date or whatever, my thing is just call a spade a spade. Right. And don't take it out on us because you're insecure, because you up here preaching that you down for the culture and everything, but secretly you want to be with the, you know, with the people that you deem as your oppressor.
Like, just be transparent. That's it. Like, don't be trying to do all that extra. You know what I'm saying? Just be transparent. That's it,
girl.
But like going back to the beauty pageant situation thing, that was another issue.
Yeah.
You know, that I haven't seen like back home in Honduras. Like we will always see all the women that they will select. You know, you will see all like the black women like from the Caribbean, Africa. They will never select them.
Yeah.
They will always select the same countries. Child, yeah. This is why I used to hate watching Miss Universe, for example. But you know, when they started, like when the black women I think 2 black women won. So
yeah. And that even lets you know how bad it's been.
Many, like 2 out of how many?
Girl, yeah, but the way that the world just erupted when the black woman won was like, that lets you know.
I was happy. I was so happy.
The fact that we were all like, oh my god, a black woman won a beauty pageant.
It's not normal.
We're not accustomed to we're not accustomed to being the standard of beauty.
Exactly.
That's not what we're used to.
So we're trying to like make a change about that. That's what we're talking about it. You know, if you're listening or if you're watching this right now, we just want to let you know that be you.
Embrace your
natural.
That's the key right there. Embrace your natural. We challenge you. We challenge all the women on here. Do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. Like if you wear makeup all the time, we challenge you just one day go out with no makeup on. You know, if you always wear wigs or sew-ins or weaves, one day just wear your natural hair.
Yeah, let it breathe.
And I'm telling you, man, for real, girl. But I'm telling you, it is so freeing and so uplifting to just be free. If you always wear nails, one day don't wear any nails.
Let me share this with y'all because I used to be someone who wore wigs for 3 years straight. Like I was spending so much money on wigs, literally. Like I'm talking about $300, $400. You know what I'm saying? Just on a wig, and that's a lot of me. Because trust me, that's more than my card note. So you know what I'm saying? And I mean, listen, I like to look good and everything, but you know, for a long time, I did that because it made me feel beautiful.
Right.
Now, it got to a point where I was just like, yeah, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the wigs. I want to just lock my hair and wear it.
So what was it? Like what woke up in you?
I just felt like I feel like I was going through a different kind of journey of self-love, but it was self-love with my hair because for a long time I didn't really love it. For a long time I hated my hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's black women in general.
I would always say, oh, my hair is snappy.
We have a love-hate relationship, but again, it goes back to that standard of beauty because the standard of beauty even for hair was to be silky and straight, kinky and coily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I told myself, you know what? And I always wanted to lock my hair since I was like 16 years old, but I wasn't ready. Yeah. I wasn't ready because, you know, it's a commitment. Like, this is different. Like, once you lock your hair, and I'm not.
No turning back.
I don't like to turn back. I like to stick to what I'm doing. Yeah. So I said, all right, you know what? And it was random too, Salon. I swear. I didn't plan it. I said, you know what? I'll just book somebody. I'm going to just go lock my hair. And I did it. Yeah. And the first day, like she said, I felt weird.
Oh my gosh, she sent me a video or a picture of you, and I was like, oh my God, like I was happy. And that's the thing. It's like sometimes you need to look at yourself the same way that your friends and family members look at you, because I'm like, you look gorgeous. I was happy because we can see your face. You know, and I was like, we can see your face. You have a gorgeous face. Like, it brings your face out.
Thanks, friend.
Wigs and stuff, it kind of hides your face, you know? And so I'm like, now we can see your face. It looks so gorgeous. And I kept hyping you. I'm like, girl, when you put your makeup on and you get all dolled up and stuff, we ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing.
See, and that's something that I still, but you know, I think the first 3-4 months, I was struggling with feeling myself. But I still was walking around, you know, with my locks. Yeah. I try to play with different, you know, styles and stuff like that to kind of make myself look, you know, feel better. But it's just like just embracing my you know, my natural hair and learning about my natural hair too. Like I didn't know my hair was, girl, I have good hair.
You do.
I have good hair. I just tell myself, I always used to say, like, I have bad hair.
There's no such thing as bad hair.
There's no such thing.
Like, y'all need to erase that out of your vocabulary. There's no such thing as bad hair.
But I'm just, like, sharing my experience. So, because I'm pretty sure somebody's, like, either watching can relate.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel great now. I mean, you know, I got this right now, but that's because, you know, we trying to, like, go on a trip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has a birthday or had a birthday when they're watching this.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That means, your birthday will be yesterday.
I know. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that cute? But that's the thing. I felt the same way with my hair. You know, is that's just what black women, we have this love-hate relationship with our hair. To perm or not to perm. Yeah. And that's the other thing with beauty. Especially with this whole Afrocentric movement where everybody is embracing, you know, our natural and going back to our roots and stuff. This was something that I had kind of struggled with a little bit. So I had been natural for some years. And for me, being natural, I would always have my hair in braids in a protective style because it's
easier too.
It's easier, and then I have neck and shoulder issues, so twisting my hair and doing all that sometimes it's too much on me for my neck and my shoulder. And so I would always, you know, have it in braids. And then I got to a point, I'm like, okay, I'm getting burnt out on the braids, but I want to do something. So I took my hair out, I did the little twists and stuff. And then I got to a point, like it's been like 5 years or so, I want to perm my hair. You know, and then you get to this crossroads.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking up YouTube videos and watching and stuff because it's like you've been part of the movement and you embracing yourself and all that, and then you start to feel like if I perm my hair, I'm a sellout.
Yep.
You know, and that's what I'm like. I've been growing natural for this long because I remember watching a video of a girl on, I don't remember who she was on YouTube, but she was telling her story. And after she had been growing her hair like natural, it was so long and beautiful, and she permed her hair, and she was like, she was getting death threats. I'm like, who the hell gets that mad over somebody else's hair?
Because
like
people on social media, after they keep watching for a while, they think they really be feeling like they entitled for like you
to your information. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
This is mind your business.
Mind your business.
Like, how you get that mad over that girl's hair? I'm like, it's her hair. Like, this is her hair.
And this hair is gonna like
it'll grow back. Cause I permed mine, and you know, and I was sitting on ready. I'm like, I dare somebody to tell me something about perming my hair.
But see the stuff like that. The block button is your best friend. Like,
yeah.
I
call them Twitter thugs. These little Twitter thugs. They get on there and they type behind the screen of them phones. Y'all, they always big and bad behind the screen.
Yeah. And then when you see them in face, don't say nothing, but block them.
Keep that same energy. Oh yeah, girl.
That's it. Cause girl.
And I remember when I had my my thing with the remember I had done my chain lashes. Remember, and the shade room shit.
Yes.
And what I remember most about that is, you know, I can get it. I can be like a little eccentric. I'm a little out there sometimes.
Just extra.
I like to do fashion stuff, right? And I'm a creative, and so I remember I created those chain lashes, and they caught the eye of somebody from the shade room.
Clearly. Which
is when you were talking about followers. And it's like on that particular account, I only have like, I don't even know if I had 200 followers at the time. But somebody from the shade room, this big publication type place, you know, or blog or whatever you want to call them.
I'm sure they know.
You know, but these big people, all these millions and millions of followers and celebrity followers saw my little bitty account and decided to share it.
Yeah.
You know, it was different enough for them to want to share it. But what I remember most about that experience is just how broken so many people are. Girl, they came on. You know, I would just kind of skim through the comments, not necessarily looking, but I just wanted to get like an overall consensus over, you know, whether they were liked, people liked them or didn't like them or whatever. But just skimming through the comments, it's amazing how many folks are just mean spirited.
They just don't have no life. And
it's like just
there. Like if I don't like something, I just keep
scrolling.
I don't have I don't even comment, to be honest. So it's just like people really do.
Yeah. And I was okay with them saying, no, that's not for me, I don't like them. But they were like literally coming like to attack me as a person.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell are you so mad at me about some dang lashes with chains on? Yeah. Well, she's not high end and she's not this. And even a few of them even came over to that particular.
But you still got some sales though.
I did. I sure did.
So that's
but it came over to my my page. It didn't stay just on the Shade Room's account. They came over to my page. So calling me a clown and
are you serious?
Yeah, girl. Yeah. I'm like, you know what?
Block.
Girl, I didn't block them. I'm like, I don't know what back down means. Like I said, like you said, keep that same energy if you see me in person. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but I honestly with social media, like people that do stuff like that, I don't really like.
Girl, you just ignore them.
Yeah,
you just have to ignore them. But that took a long time because, like you said, that's how you know when you're growing. You know, because that would have happened. Like years ago when I was in my 20s. Girl, that would have broke me.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff.
To a point where you don't care about what people say at all. Like you're just so confident with yourself. Fuck what they gotta say.
Child, when you get into your I think when you get like past 35, you just don't give a damn.
I heard, and I can.
Okay, guys, we're back. We had some technical difficulties with our camera.
It's alright.
But yeah, we're back. But we're about to wrap up the episode anyway. But
yeah.
But we just, in all, we just want people to embrace their natural beauty. You are perfectly fine and beautiful the way that you are.
Yeah.
You are beautifully and wonderfully made.
God made you that
God
way.
don't make no mistakes
at all.
So that's the thing. So again, we just challenge y'all to do something that makes you uncomfortable. You know, that's how you grow.
That's how you grow, literally. You know? Yeah. And if you're someone like me, you know what I'm saying, who kind of went through, who struggle with that, you know what I mean, like the whole self-love thing and the whole, just really get to know yourself and embrace who you are, because
oh gosh, yeah.
you're gonna feel so great. Let me tell you, you're gonna feel great, like not caring about anybody, what anybody says about you, and really just embracing yourself. So I salute all the women out there who are really comfortable with themselves, with no makeup on, no wig, and they can really like just be themselves on camera, on social media, and you know, in
and the men too, because men deal with that kind of stuff too. They have, you know, insecurities as well. You know, sometimes men, when their hair is, you know, thinning or whatever, their beard ain't right, if they can't grow a full beard or a mustache, or, you know, it's embrace you, man. Just do you, boo. Do you.
That's it.
Yeah, but.
So, thank you guys so much for watching the second episode. Leave us some comments if you agree with what we're saying. What
are some things that you're insecure about that you would like to embrace more of?
And don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and also the bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video.
Yeah, give this video a good thumbs up.
And we'll see you guys next week.
And also don't forget to share too.
Yes, please don't forget. Okay. Bye guys.
All right, bye. See y'all next week. Bye.